Part B you will get 10 marks questions and part C you will get again 5 mark questions. In 3 hours, as per my knowledge, you can attend the business taxation 4 paper twice. There are total more than 10 points are there. So please try to remember. We have already done for 20 marks. Again you will get one more question for 10 marks. 10 lakh divided by 15 lakh divided by 40 lakh. Easy calculation. Hello everyone, I am your Adarsh sir. Welcome back for the second session of question paper solving. So this is your Adarsh sir from Temple of Excellence Vidhyaashram. Now, in the first session we completed the part A. Part A means your 20 marks problems are done. Now we are in the session of part B as well as part C. Part B you will get 10 marks questions and part C you will get again 5 mark questions. Now, the main logic in your examination. Part A you have 4 questions. Out of 4 you are supposed to attend any 2. Part B again out of 4 you are supposed to attend any 2. Part C again you will be having 6 questions. Out of 6, you are supposed to attend any 4. Now, my suggestion, if there are 4 questions, you are supposed to attend 2. Always go for 3 questions. Not 2, always go for 3 questions. Similarly, in your part B, go for 3 questions. In part C, this will be 5 mark question. Hope you know all the answer, then please go for all 6 questions. You may think that in 3 hours can we attend extra questions? As per my knowledge, you can attend your business taxation paper twice in 3 hours. Again I'll repeat, in 3 hours as per my knowledge, you can attend the business taxation 4 paper twice. Why? Because the concept as well as problems are very small. Maximum you may need 1.5 hours, 90 minutes to solve this problem. There is no formula, there is no much calculation, all simple calculation, and there is no format also. Whatever is there in the question paper, same thing you have to present. Few things you have to exclude. Then the time consumption to solve the paper is very less. So as per my suggestion, always go for 1 question extra. Out of 4, don't go for 2, go for 3. For 2, go for 3. And the last one, if possible, minimum 5, maximum go for 6. What is the advantage of attending 1 extra question? Example, in the part A, you have total question 1, 2, 3, 4. Earlier what you used to do? You attended question 1, question 2, 3 and 4 you skipped. Why? Because as per the instruction you are supposed to attend any 2. First question you got 20 marks. Second question you have done problem. Later once you come out from your examination hall, then you realize that in the beginning itself you have done mistake. Means beginning it is wrong means the whole calculation itself wrong. You are total wrong, even tax calculation also wrong. Then what happened? Out of 20 you may get only 5 marks. You know the answer of 3, you know the answer of 4 also. But you thought that this is correct, I'll get 20 plus 20, 40. Clear? Yes. So how much you got now? You got only 25. If you go for 3 questions, this will be 20, and for the reason of your mistake, you got 5 marks, and third question also you attended. In the third question, you got around 18 marks. Now, at the time of valuation, the evaluator, he will take 20 and 18, he will ignore 5. Clear? Now, see, instead of 5 marks, how much you got? 18. Now, 20 plus 18, how much you got? 38. Where is 25? Where is 38? Clear? Hope you got now. So please go for one extra question in your business taxation. Now, so we'll come back to your session now. So we are in the part B, 10 marks question. Now, your first question for 10 marks. Answer any two questions. Each question carries 10 marks. Now, write any 10 reasons for prohibition. Listen, this is a compulsory question in your examination. Sometimes this will come for 20 marks. Sometimes this will come for 10 marks. But this question 100% you will get it in examination. This is your custom duty. Which are the prohibitions you have to list out. If it is 20 marks, point with explanation. If it is 10 marks, explanation not required. Only you have to highlight the points. So almost you have more than 10 points. Please memorize. Please keep it in mind. All the points in examination exactly you have to write. Order you can shuffle, but points exactly. In taxation, you cannot write any theory on your own. The second question, write the contents of GST R2. Very important. So these are the contents of GST R2. In this, almost 10 points you have. Easy to remember. First, learn easy points. Later, you can go for little difficult one. So, out of 10 points, I tell you how to remember. Debit and credit, easy to remember. Year, easy. GST, easy. Tax period, easy. Then you have B2B, business to business, you have. So similarly, import, supplies, addition, ITC, advance. So all easy words. So there are total more than 10 points are there. So please try to remember at least 10 points to get 10 marks. Now, so in this, one more important thing is they have given write the contents of GSTR2. What you should do? Contents of GSTR2 are, these are the contents. Don't go directly to the answer. You have to write some heading. Below that, you should write your answer. Next, your third question for 10 marks. Now, Mr. A sold a product on intrastate. Mr. B compute the value of supply from the data given. You have to find out what value of supply. We have already done for 20 marks. Again, you will get one more question for 10 marks. Again, you have to remember which are the things we are not supposed to take. Those things. Remember that we have to exclude that. Please go back to your part 1. In part 1, I have explained what is value of supply and which are the things we are not supposed to take. Those things also I explained you. Please remember that. Go back to video 1, watch that, again come and solve this problem. Now, which are the things we are not supposed to take? Any subsidy from government or central government, alcoholic things, club facilities, any fines or penalties which are waived off. These are the things we are not supposed to take. Now, input material purchased and also the tax paid like IGST, CGST and SGST. The taxes which you paid we are not supposed to take. Now, input material purchased, take 50,000, don't take 9,000. Components purchased from supplier, take 15,000, don't take 5,400. Why means these are the tax portions. Tax portions are not part of your taxable supply. Now, subsidy from central government, remember you are not supposed to take. If the subsidy from NGO you have to take. If the subsidy from any company like XYZ company you have to take. But if the subsidy from government you are not supposed to take. Then labor cost, consider. Administration, yes. Profit charge 10% on the cost of production. What is cost of production? Simple. Any purchases, any labor charges, any overhead. All put together we call it as production cost. On this you have to calculate 10%. Very simple. As per this problem, material purchased, component purchased, labor cost, administration, all put together we call it as production cost. Now, discount allowed to customer as per the terms. At the end you have to consider this discount. Packing expenses incurred by supplier. If there are any packing expenses, we should add. Freight charges paid by the customer 7,000 on behalf of the supplier. If there are any freight charges, we should add. So this is all about your taxable supply, easy calculation. See, this will be your calculation. We have done cost of production. We added 10% profit. So this is nothing but your price of the supply. Once if it is done, add packing charges and freight, you will get total value. Once you got total value, discount as per your question. What is the discount given? It is 5,000. Now, value of taxable supply after deducting discount is 1,16,000. Finally, GST and subsidies should not be included in the value of supply. Remember, in taxation, if you are not taken anything, if you are excluded anything, if you are ignored anything, you have to write note on that. Then only you will get out of marks. Now, the next easiest question for your 10 marks, this topic from input tax credit, from the chapter called input tax credit. Now, so they have given Bangalore, Surat, Salem and Pune. Now, in the question they have mentioned that Bangalore is the head office and they have 3 branches. There is a head office and these are the branches. Now, whatever information given here, those are what? Turnover. Those are turnover or sales. Why they have given all the turnover? Why? Because there is an input tax credit of 15,000. There is a GST paid on service used for all the units. How much it is? 15,000. We don't know out of 15,000 how much belongs to Bangalore, how much belongs to Surat, Salem and Pune. We have to distribute among all the head office as well as branches. How to distribute? Simple. You have all the information. So with the help of these information, you can distribute. So these things you have to take it as base. We'll go for the answer. So in this, your GST paid on services, how much? 15 lakh. Now this 15 lakh you have to distribute. Now what is the turnover? 15 lakh, 10 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh. Overall it is how much? 40 lakh. How to calculate means your turnover 15 lakh multiplied with your actual GST paid divided by total turnover. Similarly, again, what is your turnover? 10 lakh. 10 lakh into 15 lakh divided by 40. Next, your turnover is 5 lakh. 5 lakh into 15 lakh divided by 40 lakh. 10 lakh divided by 15 lakh divided by 40 lakh. Easy calculation. Easily you will get 10 marks. Hope even the school student can also solve this. But he will not get marks. You will get marks. Clear? So easy calculation. Now you got 5,62,000, 3,75,000, 1,87,500, 3,75,000. The overall total is 15 lakh. Hope you understood. The next thing is part C. We done with your part B. Part B we had 4 questions. 2 questions are theory and balance 2 questions are practicals, means problems. Now, determine the time of supply of the following cases with reasons. Now, in this you have to go with the concept, but during the exam time we have very less time. We cannot go with the concept. We can go with shortcuts. Now, in this, the whichever date is earlier, we can treat it as the time of supply. The whatever date is earlier, we can treat it as time of supply. Now, in this, This is case 1, 2, 3 and 4. In this 28th November, 10th December, 26th November, 6th December, whichever is earlier, as per this, your 26th November is earlier. They have asked reason also. What reason you can give? For 26th November, what is this? Date of payment. Date of payment is the reason. Now, second one, case 2, 28th November, these are December, so we can only go with November. That is the earliest date. 28th November is your answer. What is the reason? Reason is date of removal of goods. Now, in the third case, 28th November, 26th, 2nd December and 6th December. Now, 26th November we call it as earliest date. What is the reason? In the same row, you will get date of invoice. Next, the last case, 28th November, 12th December, 26th November and 22nd November. As per this, which is the earliest date? Yes, 22nd November is the earliest date. Easiest thing to score 5 marks. Now, you have to mention the date and you have to mention the reason also. We'll go for the answer. Your presentation must be like this. The heading must be determination of time of supply. In my session, whatever presentation I have used, it is as per university prescribed. Why I am saying it is as per university prescribed means, so whatever material I prepared, it is as per the scheme of valuation of your last year question paper. Again, I will repeat. Whatever material I prepared, it is as per the scheme of valuation of your last year question paper. So, the evaluator expect same kind of presentation in your examination. This is nothing but your last year 100 marks paper answers. Clear? Yes. Now, the next one. If it is in dollars means, remember this is custom duty. Now, find the assessable value. Easy thing. You need not to calculate tax per portion here. Just you have to calculate the assessable value out of this information. Now, FOB value of material, it is given. Freight charges given. Insurance given. RBI exchange rate 71 and CBIC notified exchange rate 70. Normally you get confusion. Sir, should we go for RBI or should we go for CBIC? What CBIC stands for? Central Board of Indirect Tax of Customs. Again I will repeat. Central Board for Indirect Tax and Customs. Now, should we go for RBI rate or should we go for CBIC rate? Remember, if they give two rates, always go with CBIC, not RBI rate. Remember, in your examination, if you get two rate for your dollars, always go with CBIC, not RBI. Clear? Yes. Why? Because if you take RBI rate, your whole problem is wrong. Clear? Now, simple calculation. Value of material, it is given. Next, freight paid, actual amount, FOB value. If you add everything, you will get FOB. We add insurance, then you will get assessable value. This is called your assessable value. So this is all about your 5 marks question. Remember, the value of material, for that what you should add? Your freight paid or actual amount paid. Actual amount paid are 20% of FOB, whichever is less you have to consider. Then insurance paid and the final answer will be your assessable value. So this we have alternative answer. Don't go for this. This is sufficient. In your examination, if you do like this also, you will get out of marks. And if you do this kind also, you will get out of marks. The answer will be changed, but you will get complete marks. But my suggestion, always go with the easy pattern. And the next thing, from the following details, calculate custom duty. Remember, your 90% of the question paper covered with only two things. One is custom duty, another one is taxable value of supply or value of taxable supply. If you are good in these two topics, you can score 80 out of 80. How? You will get 120 marks question. I am talking about custom duty as well as value of taxable supply. Value of taxable supply. So almost you have total 5 chapters. I am talking about 2 chapters. For example, sir, I have very less time. I have only 2 days left out. I need to prepare for other subject also. Can I pass in business taxation 4? My answer is you are not just pass. You will not just pass. You will score centum. If you thoroughly prepare for 2 days, you can score centum. How? Don't go for all 5 topics. You should go for all 5, but I am talking about if you left out with only 2 days. Then custom duty and value of taxable supply. Your chapter number last one, 5th or 6th one, and your chapter number 3. Now 20 marks you will get from custom, 20 marks you will get it from value of taxable supply. Again, you will get one question for 10 marks from custom duty and one question for 10 marks from value of taxable supply. At least one question for 5 marks from value of taxable supply. So this must be 5 plus 5, 10. Now 20 plus 10 plus 10, total how much? Yes, it is 40 marks, and here almost it is 35. Total 75 out of 80. If you learn ITC any small problem, you may get another 5 marks. So it will be 80 out of 80 by preparing just 2 days and with just 2 topics. Clear? Yes. Now, the next question, the answer for this thing is assessable value, basic custom duty, social welfare, IGST, safeguard. I'll go back to your question. From the following details, calculate custom duty. In the first session, again I am repeating, you have to go back to your first session. I explained you completely how to calculate your taxation. Now, I'll go back to your answer. Assessable value, basic custom duty, social welfare, IGST, safeguard and total custom duty payable. In this, your social welfare duty, even though it is not asked in the question paper, you are supposed to consider. And what is the percentage? The percentage is always 10%. Now, so everything you have to consider. The final answer will be total custom duty payable. In the first session, I have given the chart also how to calculate individual tax. Custom duty on what? Assessable value. Social welfare duty on what? Basic custom duty. IGST payable on what? Assessable value plus basic custom duty plus social welfare cess on this percentage. You have to follow this, then there won't be any confusion. Easily you can solve all the problems. Next, safeguard duty on what? Very simple. Assessable value into percentage. So if you add everything, you will get total value. Next, mention different types of custom duty. This is also one of the important question. It may come for 20 marks, 10 marks or 5 marks. If it is 20 or 10 marks, you need to explain the points. If it is for 5 marks, just you have to name out the types. Now, again, the logic is, you need not to remember the points also. Why? Because if you check your question paper, the answer you will get it in your question paper itself. How? Types of custom duty. Just go back to your previous question. Basic custom duty, social welfare, IGST, safeguard. Remember, what are your types? Basic custom duty, safeguard, your GST compliances, IGST. IGST, integrated goods and service taxes. So all kinds of taxes it is there in your question itself. Same thing you have to represent, but you should know that there is only answer for this particular question. The next one, write a note on ISD. ISD stands for Input Service Distributor. This is one of the most important question for your examination. Why? Because every question paper or every year they have asked this one. Who is ISD? Or write a note on ISD. Very important. Just have only 4 points. Expansion with 4 points. You will get 5 out of 5. The last one is mention the steps filing GST returns. So these are the 4 to 5 points are there. Remember, you have to remember these points. Along with this, you are not supposed to shuffle this. It should be in the same order. You have to follow the same order. So you will get 5 out of 5. This is all about your today's session. In the first session, we completed part A, means your 20 marks question. In the session 2, we completed part B as well as part C. Now, so what are the tips for your examination? There is no much tips for your examination. Please attend all the questions. As I told you, as I suggested you, please go for one extra question so that you will be in the safer side. So hope you are planning for centum. This video, 2 sessions, I hope it is helpful for your examination. Do well, all the best.